Hello everybody out there in YouTube land, Facebook land. Never land in the land of the rubber band. Yeah, this Chief. Trying to get my place back in order. Here's my chili pepper plants. They used to be pretty small, now they're looking huge. Here's my biggest problem over here. Freaking the backside of my shop look like freaking Vietnam. Back here used to look like Vietnam, and then I had somebody help me with some machinery. Came down and helped me clean up all in here. Place is starting to grow back again, but I deal with depression and it's hard. And my collar been looking kind of thin, but that was because of the shade. So I'm running water in them. Some of the log got knocked down because of the branches. I couldn't help. I gotta get sun on my collar. But my malai gonna take off again. I do have pictures of this malai when a lao was almost as tall as me. And over that, from the time when I took those pictures till now, this tree, because of the amount of nourishment I was giving this malai, started to encroach on the sun that these trees need. I mean, this column needs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slowly, with this pole saw, and then later on I'm going to fix the other two chainsaws of ours, and I'm going to peel this tree down to nothing. I'm going to cut them down to nothing. And if I do put another tree in this area, it'll be a kukui, which is a Hawaiian candle nut tree. For those out there that non-Hawaiian and don't know about kukui, kukui is it's a medicine. It's good to flavor food. It's useful for a lot of things. We also use we use them for dye. We use them for all kinds medicine, everything. And as you can see, this one I cut the heart off this banana right here, so that this thing can ripen faster. Then as soon as that fruit is ready, I'll drop them, hang them up on my porch. That one I get a hard time reach the stem of the heart. I like cut them too. That'll ripen out fast. If you notice, my bunches are getting bigger, and that's all because of the way I do my mulching and the way I group all these plants together. They shade the soil, less sun on the soil, less chance of the thing getting sterilized. And you look at the way I mulch these. I just pack the mulch in here, and what that does, like I said, it shades the soil. Then as the thing breaks down, you feed the soil. You get breadfruit, which is Hawaiians call ulu. You get mikini, which is this papaya right here, all between the maya, which is the banana. We get another bunch over there showing up. We got brother. Chief got a lot going. I had one bunch over there. I think they overripe and died. I think, I'm not sure, but I gotta go cut that one tree down. And what I'll do is I'll chop the stump up and I'll make a little wall like this, and that'll keep the mulch within this area, and we'll continue to feed this part of the mala. Hawaiians, we knew better than to throw stuff away. I kind of regret doing that to these. I don't have a chipper. Otherwise, I'll make a crib in the back here and set up my chipper so that the thing will just blow all the chips all into that corner in one big in one big crib, and fill them up with the sawdust and all. Then I can hit the chicken farms, take the chicken manure, and that's an activator. You throw them in your mulch pile. Whoa, Okay, set your mulch off, and then before you know it, you got some of the most fertile potting soils. Back there, the guinea grass is going nuts. I gotta get back there and chop all that back. I got paria growing, wild bitter melon, which is, the leaves are really good for well, it's good for people with high blood pressure and diabetes and all that. Really good stuff, you know. Everything in Chief's Malai is for food and for medicine. You see, yeah, my collar got a little bit busted up from the branches, but I'll go and I'll cut all that law off and leave it, and the color will grow back nice and strong. This is some other type of color I got here. Growing in the shade, goes really well in the shade. It looks like, but I gotta get more water on this. And like I said, I'm getting rid of this jacaranda. This jacaranda is no good. Doesn't do anything. And then what I'll do is probably cut them down, make something flat. I don't know, maybe I'll put a tabletop on them or something. Or cut it down and hollow them out and grow other plants in them. And maybe this hapu with all these different types of orchid that's growing in the trunk. And there's the lawai growing, which is a good fern, really fragrant, and makes nice lay. But here you go, I'm running water, and you know, pretty soon Chief will be harvesting this. And my first fruits, I got this tea over here. I'm gonna take my dad has a cooker, and I'll put a regulator on this tea. I'm gonna set up a big pot outside for cooking color, and I'll take some up to the mountain as a ho'okupu, a gift, and that can also be consumed by the kiai and the priests that are there, lana kila them, you know. I want to share. My brothers keep saying, oh, you have too much color. No such thing as too much color. Not to the Hawaiian. Now remember, it's not only about you. You know, Hawaiians, we think in the plural sense. You know, we do not think singular. We do not only think about our house. You know, that's not the true Hawaiian. And my big brother, he never really grew up as native as I have. You know, I grew up very native. You know, Chief, that was his deal. You know what I mean? I lived with activists, and they taught me a lot about my own culture, stuff that I didn't learn. Because you know, you learn what they teach you in the textbooks in school. And you know, the United States really didn't want us to really know who we were. So you know, we had to pledge allegiance to the United States, and this and that and that and this, and it wasn't good for us. It wasn't good for us Hawaiians. You know, we're not American. You know, we're Hawaiian. And this is not America. This is Hawaii. They annexed our country wrong. They did them by joint resolution. You cannot do that. There is no treaty, and that's a fact. You know, whatever they tell you is a lie, because when it gets down to it, and you go ask them for the written treaty of Hawaii, and they cannot produce it because there was no written treaty. But they can produce the joint resolution that they used to annex us. And you know, there's a lot of other stuff behind that. I don't want to get all into that, because I do have followers and friends who are United States citizens. You know, I'm not downing you. You know, It's just some of your forefathers that messed up and messed up things for my people. But I do not have any resentment against you as people. You guys have been good to me, especially out there in YouTube. We have a lot of brothers in our YouTube garage gang that have been a great support. You guys know what the struggles that old chief go through. PTSD, depression, anxiety. It got so bad that it got so I couldn't work no more. And my culture, my kalo, and all that. This is my therapy. And and the welding, yeah. You guys know me, chief, weld to the death. It's all about that, man. I love my welding. Some of you guys remember. Some of you guys even remember me from way back when I was Welders 1. Some of you guys remember that. I was trying to get my life together on Oahu, trying to get back into trucking, but thanks to George W. Bush, freaking prick, he did some budget cuts that screwed up my chances. I had people waiting in the wings that wanted me to be hauling topsoil for them on Oahu. We had one brother out in Kahuku was waiting for me. My occupational therapist had set up the whole deal, and brother was waiting, and then Bush did that and just screwed up all my chances. And then finally I said enough of Oahu, because the only thing that could ever keep me on that island, because it's so city, it's so fast. The only thing that could ever keep me on Oahu was trucks, and hauling dirt and all that stuff. I used to haul freight, but the freight was really getting to me. A lot of stuff that was happening in the freight business that I didn't like. I was working too hard and not getting enough. I was doing too much and getting too little, and I had to get out. And then I went into hauling topsoil and aggregates, and that was a little bit better. The money was better, but I still ran across a lot of the BS. You get guys that, oh man, they want to prove how good a truck driver they are and how badass the truck is, and then when you look at the tags out of the quarry, it's 18 tons. In a semi, come on, people get real. And then the boss looks at my tags, and my average load coming out of the quarry, and even though it's illegal, but back then they would let us sign for the liability of the load, and my average was 45 tons net weight, not no gross, net weight. I was grossing 45 tons on an average, because my load count was anywhere from 44 to 49, almost 50 tons coming out of here. Man, I was heaping my trailer. I had my load way above the water line. I wasn't dropping anything on the road. I wasn't speeding. I wasn't abusing my truck. And I was making money for the company on the haulings. Haulings, you get paid by the ton. Brother, I was bringing in the tons. When the boss would ask me, oh, blah, he'd make the comment that, oh, blah, you're pushing it, eh? And I told him, you know what, boss, where I come from, Big Island, right? In the dirt business, hey, you come big or you go home. You look at where I'm from, and the kind of hills and terrain you got for trucks, brother. You better have some big laho, some big balls. Otherwise, brother, your ass gonna bite on big hole in your driver's seat, brother. You know what I mean? And we yank them every day, and we never lost anything. I never lost a truck in my whole career. You know, that's a fact. I have a cousin who's in Hamakua Sugar. My cousin Keith Kelmiki Bell, aka Jumbo Bala. When they would come out of Pa'au Hall, especially winter time, the brothers sometimes they grossing like 100 tons coming out of that field. I mean, they netting 100 tons coming out of that field. And that's a lot of cane in them prime movers, man. And pouring down rain, mud, the 6x6 is in full time, and he come home alive every time. Every harvest, he coming home alive, my cousin. You know, never lost a truck either. They brought on my cousin. Yeah, I always call him a fat fucker. I love him. I always tell him, Mick, you fat fucker, I love you. And, you know, calls me a mental fucker. And, you know, and that's us. You know, we swear at each other all the time. You know, that's how we communicate. We love each other dearly. You know, we love each other dearly, and that's how we talk to each other. We've been talking like that to each other since we were kids. You know, and you know, that's cool, man. I went rambling. I went way off subject. But yeah, you know, this is Hawaii. This is how we live here. You know, this is our staple. This is how we eat. You know, this is like rice to the Chinese and the Japanese and all the other Asians out there. And the breadfruit is our other staple. Whenever the kalo isn't ready, the ulu is ready. So then I got the papaya over there. They're good when they're green. You put them in soups. Oh, brother. And you know, it's making me hungry. I can go on and on. Hawaiians, you know, this is, you know, like I had mentioned before, this is how you can you know, you can define who you are. You try plant a mala in your yard instead of, you know, like some of your non-Hawaiian neighbors. They like plant all these different kind of flowers and all these other kind of foreign plant life, and it's just not Hawaii. You go plant native stuff. You know, you get hatu over there, tree fern, you get all kinds of good stuff over here. And kalo. When they see kalo in your yard, voila, you know, this is Hawaii. You know. So, until next time, this Chief, you know, big aloha to everybody out there.